We're making an AC cooler. You need yourself a little fan. Doesn't matter if it's electric or I'm plugging mine to USB. But we're going to make a hole for that. Now, be careful, that wire's loose there. Right, and you've got your basin. It's got to be loose for your ice. But we're going to raise the fan so it's a bit higher, so it's facing, touching this. Because the cold air is going to push out and go little funnels. So we go foam board. Make sure you get yourself a ruler, something to cut it with, like a knife, a blade, one of these sort of blades. A marker to measure it out, just top and bottom. So you measure out your top and the bottom first, and just the bits for the base for under here. I'll show you some step by step. And I've got a glue gun just to stick it, but I might use sellotape or something in a moment before I use anything else. But yeah, we ain't done the sides yet, but this is what we're working on first. So let's work on this, and I'll show you what I've done. The next steps, get the board again, measure it so it's just sort of covers the fan, and measure it here, here, and here. But you can measure it do it inside, so the board is inside. So like it's going to be inside. That'd be too tall anyway, so you know measurement would be too tall. Measure it so it's inside. So measure it up from the ruler. So the ruler will be going up. So work out how tall the fan is and just go over it. So what's going to happen once you've got those sides on, you can just pop the one on top and glue it, just sit it on top. We're not going to stick it, we're going to sit it on top. But we're going to make some holes on this side. So don't stick anything, stick this side, and this side, but not that side. I made the front and the back, so I've got a hole there. I'm going to glue it on and then continue. Then you've done the back, you glued it in, you've done this. To make sure it's tight. Oh, be careful that because the wire's loose. Oh, yeah, something else there. And before you do this bit, you're going to make sure you get a toilet roll here and draw a circle. And you're going to cut that out and put this in, but not all the way. Once you've glued all the holes, don't put it all the way, just put it like little bits like this. So aiming just here for the cold air to blow in. Once you've sorted all that out, should be lower than that actually. I might make it. If it's not right, I'll put it lower so it's towards the ice. And then when you've done all that, put the ice in and put the fan in, pop the lid on, and you're off. Right, let's try this. I popped 2 ice cubes in there, and I've got this funnel right. If it's not, I'll lower it a bit further down. But we'll see. I'm going to pop the lid on. And what should happen, make sure all the air is sealed up and everything. Pop this on. There might be a few gaps here, but try fix them with some glue gun actually. Right, let's pop the fan on now. Let's get the charger pack. Well, the fan's blowing inside. Give it time to the fan's not very strong though, which don't help. What should happen is should circulate the cold air, and the cold air should shoot out here. But it don't seem to be working. It's working in there. What I might do, I'll put that a bit closer. You make sure you've got a strong fan, so whatever size your fan you got. Or what you could do, if you don't want to put the hole in, you can always do it over like a little gap on the edge and hang it over the side for your wire. So you can swap the fan around. But what I can feel in there, it's really cold, really icy cold. It's not a very powerful fan. I'm going to put this on. I feel it blowing out a little bit. Yeah, I can feel the cold air coming out. So it's worked. It circulates the air and then it traps it all. But it's nice and cool in there. That is really nice and cool. Let's just try it without the funnel. Let's take the funnel out. Just to see the difference. Let's take this out. Let's just see if there is a difference. It's a little bit better. You can feel your hand, you just put your finger on it, it's really cold. Yeah. Oh, it's really nice. It'd be cool if we put some dry ice in it, wouldn't it? You can see the fan blowing inside. And your ice just there, and that's cold, that cold, icy cold. That's the AC Cooler, but make sure you've got a powerful fan, otherwise it won't work. Alright, okay, cool, I've done. I took the little fan out. There's a little fan now I had. Little fan blowing out. Took it and put it in there. But yeah, it's blowing lovely. I've got it, it's like cold air is actually coming out. I blocked the front. I'll show you the front. I blocked it. As you can see, I blocked the front. It's actually blocked. You can't see nothing there. And it's cold air literally coming out. You can close the gap, more cooler or whatever. I'll show you what I've done. It's got it plugged into electric. You've got to be careful water and electric. You've got to be safe, but I'm here anyway. You mustn't leave it unattended. Make sure it's all stable, doesn't fall over. But the bigger the... By the way, foam ball's quite cheap to buy, by the way. You just have a look around to get better deals. But you can do it stand up. You've got to measure, make sure you measure stuff. So you measure the base first, and you know what you're going to do. And where you can position everything before you start building the walls and that. So you work it out, I showed you in the video. And then you build your 2 side walls first. And then when you build your back in the front, don't glue them. You've got to work out if you want to put wires through or not. And at the front, you can do a hole if you want. But I noticed the cold air is going up, so going up would be nice. But yeah, this is ice cold water. And it's really cold going up. I realise it blows up, it's really interesting. But yeah, it's really wobbling. I've got ice in there and I've got cold water in there. I want to put this back on again. Let's get it the right way. Yeah. But I've got to put a counterweight on it, but be careful. Make sure it's hitting all the sides. So it's okay. Yeah, now it's coming up really cold. Really, really cold. Lovely. So there you go, icebox. AC icebox. I called it an icebox. I might decorate it now I've got it all open done. Might get fancy designs around it now. When I take everything out of the water. But when you're finished, when you're not using it, the good thing is when you're not using it, you turn off the fan first, obvious. You take the water out, because I've got a container. I'll move the fan back a bit. Because I've got a stand now, I can make sure I can lift this out and take it away. And throw it away. Get rid of it. So it's safe. Away from electric. In case I accidentally knock it. Yeah. Gotta make sure it's really stable there. That's it. That's blown over even better now. Yeah, I hope this video has helped for you to understand how to build an icebox. Until next time. I'll show the AC cooler in a bit more detail. Just top of the box. This is all around the outside. Oh! Yeah, this is where the back, where the plug goes for the wire goes for the cable, because you've got the cable here. And inside, got the place where I put the fan. I'll just go and get it. Just imagine the wire's gone through there already, so the fan sits. Line it up. It can be as tall as you want. So if you've got a big fan, if you want to do the ones with a big fan, measure it. So this is just a small scale, just to give you an idea. So big fans, you can make a bigger one, higher, to measure the width. I'll do these sides first. Do the bottom bit first, and you do that next. Then these sides to work out what you want, and then do the back and work out where you want the wire to go. But you can hang it over the side. But sometimes it could be too long for the wire. But yes, for the back. But you might have to make it hole. You can make the hole bigger. Just put the wire through and seal it up. And the foam board's easy because you can slot it in place quite easy. So I'll give you an idea, because that foam board here, I'll just like push it out here, and I can easily slot it back. It's quite easy. It's quite easy anyway. And I had the bowl. Where's the bowl? I've got the other in the kitchen and gave it a wash. But yeah, I put it level so that the fan's level with the bowl of water. The water's just there, like the top of the roof. The bowl deep down is there. I do like one of those containers. Use takeaway containers you get, the plastic containers. I put in one of them, or you can do a petri dish, whatever you prefer. But yeah, so this there, water's just about level to the fan. So I'll give you an idea. I'll just take the fan out to show you what I mean. Let's get the fan out. Oh, got it stuck. Here's the fan. So like the water level, sort of there. See it just there. What am I doing? So just there. But not touching electrics, obvious, because you can't mix electric and water together. That's why I got the raised platform. So best to sort the position of your fan first. It's not the safest, I've got to sort it out because it's quite wobbly. But yeah, the safety feature of it. And when you put the fan activated to keep cool, I normally do the hole here or the toilet roll in. Let's go and get that. This is one way of doing it. Just let the air come out, but I might make that a bit shorter actually. And put this on the top. Leave that loose so you can get access to get in and out. Yeah. And make sure it hits all the sides, otherwise it's not worth it. But you can do it any size you want. But if it's not working, not coming out hold enough, another method is you just seal it up. Because I found this was a lot better because the water, the cold air was going up. So I did it like that. So I had a little bit like that, and it was nice and cool going up. But yeah, it's worth it. Do try it. It's something fun to do, something cheap to do. Give it a bash. You never know. And let me know what you think.